Hey there, freaks and geeks! Welcome to another episode of Geek Out for a Minute. We are coming at you here from the Mule Saloon here in Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm your host, Rocky Rees, and I got my co-host,
Jack Platinum.
And today we're going to cover the spoilers review on Batman v Superman.
Yes.
Word up. Alright, so the first thing that I want to address right now is that there's a lot of haters for this fucking movie, right?
Super a lot.
And, you know, after watching the movie, you guys, I mean, for me, I felt like they brought down expectations for me. So maybe they did me a favor. But when I saw the movie, it's really not that bad.
Yeah, guys,
like,
the critics, everything, I mean, no disrespect or anything, but they're kind of putting themselves on the bandwagon of just pure, just kind of like hatred towards the movie, and it's just, forget all that.
No, well, you know, I'm gonna take it a step further. I know that some of you guys said it respectfully, but I know that some guys said, who I respect, they said, hey, you know what? Our review, we wanted to like it so much, and we wanted to give it a good review, but as integrity falls in good conscience, we cannot lie about our review. That's respectful. Okay? Now, I've also heard some other people say, hey, I like this, but I hate that. Cool. Now, and then there's some people that just straight out dogged it, and there was no reason to dog it because there's a lot of good shit in there.
There is a lot of good shit in there.
And
A lot of useful information in there. And I know they crammed it in 2.5 hours of it, but it's all good information. All of it.
So let's first off talk about the characters. Then we'll get into what we liked. We'll get into what we didn't like, and then the overall review. All right? So, first character, obviously, Superman. Okay? What did you think, Jack? I'm going to kick it off to you.
Right off the back, you already know this is going to be a Man of Steel sequel. So there's not really that much of a character development they had to build up because of that. But still an amazing actor.
Yeah, he did take a back seat on this one.
He did. He really did. He did take a lot of back seat, you know, and I love how they portrayed the turmoil he had within himself. Because, you know, am I doing right? Am I doing wrong? Do I owe them something? Do I not owe them something? So
mind you, this is a spoilers review,
right,
so you can say what the fuck you're thinking.
I mean, in the movie, they just kind of, you know, he said, you know, I don't know what to do. You know, he actually had a moment with his mother, and he was like, it's just they're against me. I don't know what to do because all I'm trying to do is do the right thing. And his mom straight up told him, like, look, you know what? You know, you're the hero they deserve. You know, you could be whatever you want them, whatever they want you to be. So, you know,
or be nothing.
Or be nothing at all. So he took that to heart. And, you know, if towards the end of the movie, or like end of the movie, you know, he did become that hero because, you know, he took that step a little further.
Well, before we get into that, okay, I want to talk about Superman was a very conflicted character in this one.
Yeah.
You know, he had to deal with the deaths of Metropolis from Man of Steel. Okay, and you know, even the stuff that he did then, I don't know about you, but there was a scene where he saved Lois Lane from the terrorists.
Yes.
And remember, he grabs that dude and he smashes him through like two walls.
He straight fucking killed him.
He
fucking killed him.
I don't give a shit.
He killed him.
There's no way that guy's not killed.
He killed him.
But then again, if he was in Afghanistan, those walls probably weren't made properly, so maybe he did. All I'm saying is that, you know,
maybe they're made of concrete. You don't know.
If they were concrete, the guy's dead. Let's get into the love interest, which is Amy Adams. And she really wasn't needed for this movie.
She really wasn't.
There's like no need for her in this fucking movie.
There really wasn't. She had a minimal part in this whole fucking movie.
Like, I just think that, like, you guys overpaid this actress for no fucking reason.
Right.
But look, I will say this though. Kudos to fucking Zack Snyder for not making her relevant in this fucking movie, because it's something we didn't need. There's so much shit going on. We don't need that little love fucking shit.
Yeah. I totally agree. How much did Lois Lane have?
Let me see. I don't care.
Exactly. Exactly.
But
my point exactly.
Because all she was a damsel in distress the whole fucking time. So I mean, honestly, you could have taken her parts out, and we all would have been fine. Yeah. But
I agree. I totally agree.
But let's move along. Now, Perry White, you know, which is Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking love this character.
He was comedy the whole time. Super comedy.
Actually, you know what? To have this guy in the as a character was the only reason why you needed fucking Amy Adams.
Yeah.
You know, and because remember she's like, he's like, hey, you're gonna fly coach.
Yeah.
And she goes, economy plus, coach. You know, so dude, I love that shit.
The words of exchange between them was just pure comedy all the time throughout the movie.
Right, but the one that I was most impressed with was when he's talking to Clark Kent. Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman.
Right.
Dude, it's a perfect moment because I think Perry White knows. He's like, dude, this guy's a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
And you're picking a fight where everybody thinks he's a hero, no matter how harsh he fucking is. Right? And you see him as a vigilante, but nobody gives a shit.
Right.
You know, but anyways, so let's move along to the next character. Now I want to talk about Ben Affleck as Batman.
No words. No words can describe on how good he was. And you know what? I think we're all kicking ourselves in the ass. Seriously, I think we are all kicking ourselves in the ass. Yeah, exactly. I think we're all kicking ourselves in the ass for how much shit we gave Ben Affleck for being Batman. We're both guilty of it.
Dude, okay. When he first was announced as Batman, this was before we had our video phase 2, the YouTube channel. And I was talking shit. I was talking mad shit. Dude, and it took a buddy of mine that said, hey, look at this guy's size. Look at what he's done. Do you really hate him as an actor? And I was like, no. Do you hate him as a director? No. He's got an Academy Award for directing and writing.
You're right.
This is an actor who understands the background of it. So he doesn't suck as an actor. That's not the case. So he said, so your only hatred for this guy is the Daredevil movie, which wasn't really his fault.
It was not his fault at all. It was just shitty writing. It was just
because if you look at his acting, it's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Okay? The rest of the movie suck balls.
People out there are basing that comparison to Batman. Like, motherfucker, if you're going to be playing Batman, you know, don't think about Val Kilmer. Don't think about George Clooney. I mean, dude, after Christian Bale, that's some big fucking shoes to fill. Okay? And he filled them 10 times full.
Well, wait a minute. What I will say is this. I think prior to Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton was the best Bruce Wayne.
And you know what? I argue that. Because I believe that before Ben Affleck, Christian Bale is the best Bruce Wayne.
Well, I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion, no matter how wrong they are.
I am not wrong. Okay?
But
okay, look at it. Look at it.
All right,
Civil War.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to put a star in front of our fucking thing, like, your part's going to be red.
Okay.
And my part's going to be blue.
Yeah.
Because I'm probably like that. Anyways.
I'm right. Don't worry about it.
No, he's not. Anyways, but, look. In this one, I think that Ben Affleck had a great equilibrium of both.
And that's what we can both agree on. That's what we both agree on. Absolutely.
He has a suave talk. Yeah. He's got like what I like about his character, you remember we was talking to Clark Kent, and he says, maybe it's the Gotham in me.
Kind of like that.
Like maybe it's the ghetto in me.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
And he's talking to him, but he's so sophisticated about it. And I was like, dude, his moves are so awesome. And then he's talking to fucking Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. He's like, I met plenty of women like you. And she's like, you've never met a woman like me.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so Bruce Wayne. Like, I think Ben Affleck is a better Bruce Wayne than he is a Batman. But then again, he is the best Batman we've ever fucking had.
Yeah.
Seriously, I can't, I mean, dude, my mind is blown when you see him fighting.
Right.
Dude, he does the rock bottom.
Right.
He smashes some dude's head on a crate,
Yeah.
and he brings the crate over his head. Dude.
Another thing I wanted to point out with Ben Affleck is, man, he did it all. You know, when he was in public, he was the public playboy Bruce Wayne, right? When it was Alfred, when he was talking about taking out Batman, he's like, there's a 1% chance that he's a bad guy. We need to take him down. With him, with Alfred,
look at his
he was
face.
personal. He was that personal. And then when he was Batman, like, it was another character. He played 3 roles in one person in the whole fucking movie. It was brilliant.
How about when he's running towards the rubble and he finds a little girl and he says, we're gonna find your mom.
Yeah.
Where's your mom at?
And she says up
and
there.
And she points to the fucking broken part of the building.
Yeah.
And he's like, he just pulls her in and holds her close.
Yeah.
And you see his face, dude. His face is broken. He is destroyed. This is a face that you've never seen in any Bruce Wayne ever.
Right, and then the cool thing about that is they let you know off the jump, like, you know, this is a Bruce Wayne that you're gonna fucking want to watch and respect, because, you know, he's so, I don't know, there's no words. He's so good. He's so great. He's so passionate about his role, and you could tell that he put a lot of effort into being Bruce Wayne. Super. I mean, like I said before, the Playboy public Bruce Wayne, and when he was with Alfred Bruce Wayne.
Well, they never even showed him being a Playboy.
Well, I mean, when he was on, well, not even like being a Playboy, but like, you know, when he's on public, even talking to Clark Kent, he was like, you know, he was Gotham in me, you know, kind of like, you know, I'm Bruce Wayne, motherfucker, you know.
No, but what I like about that, he's like, and he said, because we're used to seeing clowns.
Yeah.
People dress like clowns. Yeah. And I was like, and he's talking about the Joker, but he's making a reference from the Joker to Superman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I was like, dude, and that was like a slap in the face onto fucking Clark Kent, like, bam, bitch!
Yeah.
Like, you know, you are the equivalent of the Joker.
And I was hoping that and then honestly, dude, throughout the whole movie, I was really hoping that he would call Superman a fucking Boy Scout. Not once did he fucking say it.
No, but you know what though? It was kind of
that would have been
weird.
fucking awesome.
But you know what though? Like, when they were fighting, he already knew that he was Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
He knew it. And Bruce Wayne already knew that he was Clark Kent. But they never explained why. And this is one of the flaws that comes into the storyline.
Yes.
This is one of the holes that people are talking shit about. They never explain that. But still a good movie. Now let's move along. I want to talk about more characters. For instance, the next one is going to be Jesse Eisenberg. Okay. Now I saw you cringe. But he's not bad. He's not terrible.
He's not the worst.
But he was the weakest character in this movie. And probably because he's not the Lex Luthor that we thought he was going to be. For instance, when we see him in the animated series or in comic books, he's calm, collected, suave. He's a man of very few words, but those very few words count. And this time it's like, ha, 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 ha.
He was on meth.
Don't play with this guy. He's gonna fuck you up.
It was like he was on meth the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
That's what it seemed like to me.
And people said, oh, he's not the actual Lex Luthor. He's actually Lex Luthor Jr.
Wait.
But
Is that what the? Is that what they're going on for? I didn't know that shit.
Okay, but here's the thing: when I heard that Jesse Eisenberg was going to be a part of this, I thought, dude, The Social Network, when he played Mark Zuckerberg, and basically everything he said made you feel like a fucking idiot. That's what I thought it was going to be. But that's not what. You know, it reminds me of fucking Daffy Duck.
He should have been the Riddler.
You know,
honestly,
dude. Actually, we talked about that. Remember when we left the theater?
Yeah,
I'm like,
he should have been the Riddler, man.
He was like Jim Carrey Riddler, just a fucking jackass. But okay, and I know it sounds really bad the way I said it, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, but
because
honestly,
he was fucking evil as fuck.
He was evil as fuck. But if you whatever you saw in the trailers, you know it's exactly what you saw. Exactly what you saw in the trailers.
Dude,
it's the same thing.
Marcy Graves is fucking assistant, and you guys see him in the animated series and everything. Marcy Graves, and he says to her, "Hey, save my seat! Don't let anybody take my seat!"
I just dropped beer all over me, man.
See how no beer spilled on me? You know why? Because I'm right. Anyways,
motherfucker,
you're about to knock my head.
Yeah.
All right. So, but he does some evil shit. Marcy Graves doesn't make it out of this fucking movie, dude.
No, not even a little bit.
He says, "Save my seat." But you know what? You know what I love really is that remember when him and the senator are talking about Granny's lemon iced tea and shit.
And it was right there.
And she's like, "I don't care if you call your piss Granny's lemon iced tea," and she has a mason jar, and it says the labels on it, but you know, that is fucking Lex's piss.
Yeah, and then the Rocky leaned over and goes, "It's his piss." Hey Jack, that's his piss. And I was like, "For real? For real?" And as I'm looking closer and closer, boom, the fucking goddamn whole building explodes.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Because it's something I would do.
Yeah.
You know?
What
I was
the
like, dude,
fuck?
that's piss. You know?
Dude.
But dude, man, that was so intense because you see Superman and everything blow up around him, and even though he's watching this in real time, you see his demeanor change, like, and dude, that just comes to show you the detail of this movie.
Like another one? Shit, man.
Like, I'm fucked. No, he was like, I'm fucked. Not another one. Like, I'm fucked.
No,
like, people are gonna
one.
blame me for this shit.
Exactly. Another one. Another one people are gonna fucking talk shit about.
Dude, man, he can't get a break on this one.
No, he can't. There's no break for fucking Superman in this one. Even with Batman. Like, the whole fucking movie, Superman is just trying to fucking save his credibility and trying to show people he's a fucking hero. But like, you got Batman coming after you, fucking senators coming at you. There's so many things coming after Superman, and it sucks. But you know,
the origin of Batman that they displayed.
Oh, brilliant!
I was so invested in it.
Yeah.
Where like every other Batman that I've ever seen, right, in a movie, whenever they showed the origin where his parents died, I'm like, oh, his parents died.
We knew that.
I get it.
We knew that. You know.
This time, I felt it, bro. You know, I'll tell you one thing, dude. I had the feels for that because Zack Snyder has a way with fucking visuals, man. And I really felt that. Where I never felt it before. Like, I never felt it with the original Batman, the Tim Burton Batman of his parents' side. I wasn't, like, invested in the parent. This time, I actually felt invested. What did you think about that shot?
You know, Zack Snyder did a really good job in capturing that moment, and you know, it's right off the bat. It's not something that was talked about way later on. It hits you right away, like boom, right off the bat. You know, right away from the beginning of the movie, it hits you with the funeral scene. After that, it hits you with the backdrop story of how his parents got killed. you know, and the visual of how like his father died, and then like the gun going up, and it's going up the pearl necklace.
Oh, dude, the pearl necklace
shot. I was like, oh my god, dude, no, don't do it. Don't. And then boom, it happens. I mean, anybody who knows Batman's story knows what happens, but just the way Zack Snyder did it, and you said he's so brilliant in cinematography, and he has so much good eye candy in everything he does, and that right there was just so brilliant. I mean, it was so subtle, and it's only like a minute long montage, but dude, it sucked me in completely.
And just exactly what you said with the pearls, and like he even pulled the trigger, and the fucking you see the fucking the top of the fucking weapon pull back, and that's what breaks the necklace. Yeah,
it's just so beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful disaster. It's brilliant. Zack Snyder did such a good job portraying that, man, and you know, I couldn't have asked a better person to try to portray that perfectly, and he did that 110%.
All right, so now let's move along to. We already talked about Jesse Eisenberg. Let's talk about the villain.
Doomsday.
What's your outlook on that?
Good battle. Great battle. I liked how they brought them all together. But besides that, still not impressed with how he looks. He still looks like a Teenage Mutant Turtle to me. He says he looks like Toxic Avenger. But as, all in all, they did a good way of portraying of how no matter what you hit him with, he's gonna get stronger and stronger, which is perfect.
They did show the evolution. Yeah, but you know what pissed me off about it is that here it is. They get General Zod. They put him in a swamp.
Yeah, which is not even the whole story.
And then fucking Lex Luthor cuts his hand and sheds blood on his face.
Which I don't understand that fucking part either.
He does a blood cum shot.
Yeah,
right.
I don't understand that fucking part either.
And then this fucking machine is gonna recreate whatever it is. Now,
which doesn't explain how the fuck he even does it.
Okay, but look, I'm gonna get to that. Actually, I'm gonna explain it.
Okay.
That fucking ship was able to recreate humans. That's because that's what they do. Remember, like how he was talking about the codex in fucking Man of Steel, and we manufacture children.
Right.
That's what they do. That's what that machine is.
So like, do they manufacture like dead people too?
No, it's taking the DNA of dead people, the DNA of fucking Lex, and gonna make its own thing and makes it into a fucking monster. And if you remember, he's like they're like, oh, it is a crime to mix races.
Oh shit!
And then he's like, do the Kryptonians still? Are they still alive? And they're like, no, they continue on. Yeah. You know, so that's what went down with that. But it was too convenient.
Yeah, it was too convenient. It was too perfect.
Right.
Like it should have been more of it. And you know what? I gotta say, a lot of things in this movie, if you're gonna go watch it, a lot of things seem kind of rushed to you guys, and then that's one of the things that was kind of rushed into it, like how the Doomsday process was going to happen. You know, I mean, everything else was kind of rushed, but it was kind of acceptable kind of rush. Kind of like how they threw the Flashpoint series in there. They threw the Injustice series in there.
Dude, well, that's a whole different argument.
Exactly. And then they threw the Justice League in there. They threw all kinds of shit in there. And there's a bunch of different things they pulled from different comics, and they pulled in the same movie. But that right there, the whole Doomsday process, I understand it's a movie. I really do. But the whole Doomsday process of him being created was just super rushed. Wasn't anything explained.
That's why I think that if you would have taken Doomsday out of the equation and left Lex Luthor as the villain, you could have saved probably another half hour.
Exactly. And then I remember how we talked about how, like, no, it's not Doomsday, and I was like, maybe it's Bizarro. You know, that would have been fucking dope.
Nah, I don't.
That would have been fucking even way better.
No, I think Bizarro would have been a detraction. And
Bizarro and Brainiac? You put Brainiac with the
No,
ship
I
and
think-
Bizarro in there?
No,
I think it would have been fucking awesome.
No, I think this should have been just Batman v Superman. That's it.
We gotta understand the reason why they did all that. The reason why they put the logo, Batman v Superman, was to catch people's attention and bring it in. But like I said earlier, it's multiple stories in one movie.
Yeah, to try to project to,
Exactly.
to
To
the
the
Justice
Justice
League.
League.
Superman's dead. How the fuck are they forming the Justice League without Superman? So when they said, when I first watched Batman v Superman and Superman died, I was like, whoa, that is ballsy. Damn.
That's
Holy
exactly
shit.
what I said.
Damn.
That's what I said.
And then I kept watching and watching, and then at the end, you see the dirt rising, so he's not dead.
When you saw the dirt fucking rise, then I was like, and it wasn't even like, it was like a second. And we were like, you know what they remind me of? They remind me of when the end of Last Stand, Magneto, when he fucking goes,
No,
and it
that
moves.
was better crafted.
Like
that was better crafted.
That was better crafted. That's what it reminded me of, and that's where it took it like straight from that. And I was like, dude, do you remember? Remember when he was getting hit by all those fucking those airplanes, and he's getting hit, and Doom is getting hit, and he fucking like does this thing where he like it takes a shit, and then he goes like that.
That was stupid too.
And we were like, what the fuck was that? I've never seen that before. It was like an atomic like wave blast that fucking happened every time that he's like, and he powers up, it goes like that. It happened like 2 times in the fucking movie. We were like, what the fuck was that?
This is why the critics are so bad about this shit. Okay? So let's move along to the Batman versus Superman fight.
Oh yeah, Batman totally won that fucking fight. But I think the reason why Batman totally won that fight was because Clark Kent or Superman was just so focused on like, hey, we need to work together. We need to come together. And Batman was like, no, fuck you. Bow, 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 bow. And Superman's like, nah, man, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to be with you, but if I wanted you dead, you would have been fucking done already. You know, but you know, in the comic book world, Batman does outsmart Superman. And you know,
Okay.
it's just it. You know, Superman was just so, he was so hell-driven on fucking getting his mom back, you know?
All right, okay.
And he's like, hey, here I am. You're looking for me. And they only exchanged words like, what, once? As Batman and Superman?
Well, I mean,
and,
Superman just sounded like, hey, when the light shines,
Yeah,
don't go to it.
right,
So I get that.
right.
And I get why Batman did it.
And
He's like, I'm ready for you.
And I didn't know.
But how is it that fucking Lex Luthor knows, hey, you're gonna fight him,
Yeah.
or else?
It's a fucking gap. There's so many gaps in it. So
But you know what? But you know what I do appreciate is that Superman went in there saying, "Hey, we're being played." You know, but of course, you know, Batman's like, "Nah, fuck you."
Yeah, no, fuck you.
You know. So I get that. I'm not so much hung up on that. But I just wanted to bring it up.
It's just a
because-
fucking big ass gap.
yeah.
It's just a huge gap. But you know, I'm trying to make sense of I'm trying to make sense of, you know, why he went in there and why he lost the battle. That's the only sense I'm trying to get at. And you're totally right about how that whole thing went into play, because how the fuck did Batman know that, you know, he prepared that day, but how did Lex Luthor know that was going to happen in that fucking day? And how he was like, hey, there it is, the bat symbol, which is, I didn't know, was right over the fucking lake. It was right there.
Across the river, you have Gotham,
Yeah.
there's the ghetto, and then you have Metropolis, which is like the nice part.
Kind of like Henderson and Northtown. Sorry.
We're totally the fuck.
Northtown!
Fuck,
we're in Gotham City.
for sure.
Sorry.
No, dude, that's fucking hilarious.
Oh, God.
So, but look, overall, everything that we mentioned that are holes in this movie are really menial.
Yeah. You know, but for anybody to say this is a shit movie is out of your fucking mind.
Okay, see, here's what I'm gonna say. Is that this movie was made for the comic book reader.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And because only the comic book reader would know that those fucking soldiers running around with the fucking weird, those are the parademons from Apocalypse. They would not know that the fucking Omega symbol on the ground, that's a symbol of Apocalypse.
Well, Dark Side?
Yeah, Dark Side. So,
Dark Side. He means Dark Side.
So, I mean, I get that. There's a lot of things that in this movie that only comic book fans are gonna get. And that's where it kind of fucks it up for the average viewer. Because the average viewer is not gonna know.
Right.
They're not gonna know that when Bruce Wayne talks to, saying, hey, you gotta find the other metahumans, and she goes, why? I just got a feeling. They don't know that he's talking about fucking Darkseid.
Oh, in case you want to do in case you are watching it, you know, you saw it already, and if you haven't seen it already, go there and watch it. But you have introduction of Aquaman, the Flash, and Cyborg, and of course you have Wonder Woman there in live action. But you have 3 of those that were introduced.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna fucking jump on this shit because you know what? Look, I am not convinced that fucking Ezra Miller is our Flash. Straight up.
I'm gonna let you do that. Right.
You know, now the video that they showed on that fucking thing, where he's just like opening the fridge, getting a gallon of milk, and then he's just like, oh, there's the fucking robbery going on. Okay, that's cool. That was the coolest thing. But then he breaks forth, and this is a weird thing, right? How the fuck is it that Bruce Wayne is having a dream sequence and Flash is in the dream sequence? No, you were right. Fucking Amy Adams is the key. Fucking blah, blah, blah. It looked fucking stupid.
Yeah, I did.
Look fucking retarded. What the fuck were you thinking? Just okay.
Have a seat, Rocky. Have a seat. Rocky, have a seat. Have a seat, Rocky. All right. He's very passionate about this.
All right. So it was fucking retarded. Not only that, but he had the New 52 fucking outfit where he dropped his fucking mask back. All right. You are not our Flash. But you know what? I'm still gonna watch the movie because maybe I'm wrong. Let's move along to the next thing, where you have Aquaman. Aquaman comes out of the darkness, and he's like this. And then his hair's ever so flowing. And he's like, and then he shoots out of there, breaks a sound barrier in the water. Is there a sound barrier in the water? Aquaman, who looks badass.
He does really good.
He looks fucking badass. Yeah. But yet, for some reason, he's doing 30 seconds of this.
Yeah. That's all he does. That's it.
And then he shoots out.
Yeah.
Let me move along to Cyborg.
That was a great introduction to Cyborg. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Really? Are you fucking serious?
I liked it. I liked it.
You know, there's a lot of holes in this movie.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely a lot of holes in the movie.
Does it take away from the watching experience? No, it does not.
What do you give this?
I give this 8.5.
Same thing here. 8.5 out of 10. Absolutely.
The next movie that Zack Snyder does is Justice League. And there's going to be a 1 and 2.
He's going to do 1 and 2? I didn't know that.
Well, he's not doing 2. Well, it hasn't been announced.
He's doing the 1? He's doing the first one?
He's doing the first one. So, I hope it's not like the Hobbits, where they, where the first, the last one, it's like the first part of the movie, it's all set up, and the end is the payoff.
Yeah.
It failed, right? Same thing with the Hunger Games. The first Mockingjay, whatever the fuck that movie is called. The first one was all set up, and the next one was payoff.
Yeah.
And again, it failed again. That's not what I want to see with this. What I want to see them is to have a storyline where they have a villain, and they defeat the villain, and then they realize, holy shit, there's somebody else pulling the strings. That would make me happy. Because now we got a beginning and an end to one story, and a beginning to an end to a different story. That's what I'm hoping for. But, Jack, where can they find you, man?
I am Jack Platinum. Go to soundcloud.com/Jack Platinum for my music. I had just started my own production labels labeled UST Underground Subterranean Productions, which I am very proud of. So definitely check our work out. We will have music dropping very soon on my Jack Platinum Facebook page and YouTube channel. Will be coming soon.
Again, we love you guys. And look, right now we are at 67 subscribers. Now, just a week ago, we had 51 subscribers. You guys have jumped it up a notch. Thank you so much. You guys are fucking amazing. I cannot express this enough on how much we fucking treasure you. Okay? You guys make this happen. I can't wait for this to continue going on. Look, but we're trying to get 100 subscribers to get our URL. Thank you so much for watching this. We thank you so much for being a part of this. About the Go family. And again, share, subscribe, discuss, and share and spread the word. Catch you guys on the flip side. Later.
Peace.
Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm your host, Rocky Reed, and I love you, Jack. I love you.